Hi scientists! The next section in our lab reporting is to look at adding in a circuit diagram and our procedure. Now if we take a look at the lab guide, ordinarily we would also include safety considerations and materials, but because we are doing this for the first time and we're using a simulation, we're going to leave those pieces out. One thing just related to how the simulation works is a reminder that if you short circuit the light bulb by connecting the wires to the same end, it will catch on fire. So we want to make sure that you are careful about how you are connecting the light bulb to make sure that it is connected at both sides. So if we're going to make our simple circuit, we want to, and that's another little piece to know how to do. You want to draw the circuit using the conventions that we've learned. And a reminder on how to do this, if you build your circuit using the cartoons, you can change it to the symbols by doing that, clicking this button here, and that might help you to add in the circuit drawing, the circuit diagram, to your lab report. The procedure, when we look at the lab guide for procedure, and actually let's start with looking at the rubric for procedure, we want to design a logical, complete method. So in terms of describing it logically and completely, logical means it's in a sequence step by step, and we want you to put it in numbered steps, because this would be like following a recipe. We want to be able to explain our method in a way that someone else could follow exactly step by step. When we're reporting in the lab, we don't want to use the words I or we or you. We want to keep our language neutral in sort of the third person style. So example here, instead of saying I will measure the temperature every 30 seconds, we'll say it as more of like a command, measure the temperature every 30 seconds. Now, we don't need to do different trials of the scenarios because we're working with a simulation. You will get perfect data. We don't have any variation in the data. That's a result of how we're measuring, so you don't need to, with this particular investigation, do more than one trial of each of your scenarios. We do want to make sure that we are describing, again, how we're controlling for our variables. And we don't have anything to dispose, so nothing to include there. So put your detailed method into section D, numbered steps using the third person.